Hello friends. So today we have Phonetics 7th class. What you see here is the vertical or sagittal section of your head. Vertical or sagittal, S-A-G-I-T-T-A-L, section. Vertical or sagittal section of our head. Suppose you cut your head like this, don't do it. Then what do you see? You can, it's marked here. What do you see? They are called speech organs or organs of speech or vocal organs. Some books they say organs of speech. Some other books vocal organs. The other speech organs. Now what you find, you can see very easily, you possess all these things now. Therefore it's very easy to point out and tell you what is what. Okay. Now see. You can see this. Here is your mouth. Your mouth, actually it is a two-in-one. You use it for talking. You use it also for eating. Understand? It's a two-in-one. Or three-in-one, singing. Isn't it? Yeah. So here, you can see this area. This area here. This white area here. So, this is your nose. This one is nose. And this area, that is the space. That space is called the nasal cavity. Nasal cavity. Understand? Cavity. In that space here. And you can see nasal cavity here. Then you will find the opening to that nasal cavity. Isn't it? See, here is the opening. So this is the windpipe. Okay? On the windpipe, the wind comes and then part of it in this position, part of it goes through the mouth and part of the wind goes through the nose. Right? This is a nasal cavity, and then this one, the mouth. This is the roof of the mouth. And this is the tongue. In between you have an opening here. That is your mouth or your oral cavity. Oral cavity. I am not taking a class in zoology, and we are becoming familiar with these things. Because yesterday I told you, you remember I told you oral sounds. Sounds, that is, sounds for which the wind passes through the mouth. They are called oral sounds. Nasal sounds. Sounds for which the wind passes through the nose. They are the nasal sounds. So this is the nasal cavity and this is the oral cavity or your mouth. Alright. Then what do you find here? This one here. This one. This is the roof of the mouth. You can say roof of the room. Like that, this is the roof of the mouth. Or you call it palate. P-A-L-A-T-E. The whole thing. From here to this is the palate. Or you can say roof of the mouth. Roof of the mouth. Alright. And that is divided into three parts. This one here, on which you find the teeth fixed. Here only one tooth fixed. you know that what is called, that you call it in your day-to-day language, we say gum, G-U-M, gum, this part, this is the gum, or you can see here alveolar ridge, gum or alveolar ridge. That's the thing. This is the division of the palate. See that? You can see this. See that part of the roof of the mouth on which the teeth are fixed, you call alveolar ridge. Then the middle part of the roof of the mouth, it is hard. You can feel it with the tip of your tongue, and therefore that is called the hard palate. See this part here. This is the hard palate, and it is written here hard palate. So I will show you. I will write it here if it is not clear. Hard palate. Okay. And then again, this part here, you can feel it. It is soft, and that is called soft palate. Soft palate, or it has another name, velum, V-E-L-U-M. In phonetics we use this word, velum. Adjective from that we will say vela. Now this, this part, this is the hanging part, uvula. You can see, open your mouth in front of wide open your mouth in front of a mirror. You will see something is hanging now. That is uvula. Now, soft palate, this can be raised. If it is raised, means lifted, this will come and touch here and close this passage. So you can raise it and close this passage. You can lower it, as you can see now, and then open this passage. Understand? Once you close this, then all the air will come to the mouth. So you call such sounds oral mouth. Yesterday I told you. Suppose you lower this and close your mouth with two lips, then the entire air will escape through the nose. Then you will say nasal sounds. M, N, Ng. Understand? Yeah. So there you are. And all the other sounds are oral sounds. There are only three nasal sounds in English. M, N, Ng. M, closed. N, inside there is a closure. And there is soft palate. The soft palate is lowered. So then air escapes through the nose. But the tongue goes up here. And closes the mouth passage. Techniques we will see later. The mechanism, etc. we will see later. For the time being, you understand that this is the nasal cavity. It gets this name from nose. And then you have got the roof of the mouth. The roof of the mouth has three parts. It is divided into three. This first part that you can see, the gum. There is a toothpaste now, especially for the gums. Yes. This is your tooth. You can see only one here, so we said tooth. The tooth is fixed on the gum, or you saw alveolar ridge. Then this part, this is the hard part of the palate, so you call it hard palate. This is a soft part of the palate, so you call it soft palate. Or another name is velum, and this can be lowered, or this can be raised or lowered. This like this, no? It can be raised. or it can be lowered. You see, suppose this is the soft palate, then you can raise it. When you raise it, what will happen? It will come and touch here, this, and then the passage will be closed. If it is lowered, then the passage will be opened. Alright, simple, no? Simple. Yeah. Then you come here, you will see these two. That is your lips. The upper lip is upper lip. No other name for that. The lower lip is lower lip. Lower lip. These two. Alright? Then you have got the next is your teeth. If you start from here, you will see these are lips, lower and upper, then teeth, and the place where the teeth are fixed, you call the alveolar ridge. The alveolar ridge, just behind that you have the hard palate, and behind that you have got the soft palate. Soft palate or verum. Okay. And then what happens is, what else you can see is the tongue. Very, very important organ of speech in the production of vowel sounds. The tongue has, you can see, you see the tongue here, you have got the, here you have, sorry, this one. This part of the tongue is tip of the tongue. This one, tip, isn't it? And then you have, just behind that, you call it front of the tongue, F-R-O-N-T, front. And the middle portion you say, middle of the tongue. What else you can say? Middle school, you cannot say any other word for that. Middle. Yeah. Middle, or there is a technical word for dorsum. But that is, okay, you can remember dorsum, D-O-R-S-U-M. Then behind that you have got back of the tongue. See that? Back of the tongue. So, it's very simple to understand this because you have got the roof of the mouth. It has got three parts. You have got the tongue. It also has got mainly three parts. First is the tip. Then you have got the front of the tongue. Then back of the tongue. Sorry, front of the tongue and middle of the tongue. Front of the tongue, middle of the tongue, back of the tongue. So, the tongue is a movable organ. There are movable and immovable organs. Tongue is the most movable organ. It makes many movements, so to say. Understand? Many movements, not one or two. It is actually, that's the mouth, different shape to the this oral cavity is given by the tongue. The tongue can be raised, the tongue can be lowered, the front can be raised, the back can be raised, then the front can be lowered, the back can be lowered, the middle of the tongue can be raised, can be lowered. So a lot of things it can do. The most moving organ, you can say, in the production of speech is your tongue. So that's why tongue, language, is you call, mother tongue, mother language, mother tongue is, isn't it? Yeah, there is. So, and then what happens is, here, this is the windpipe, and this one here it is the esophagus or food pipe. Now what happens here is, this is what you call, here is the vocal cords. Vocal cords. Here you have got the vocal cords. And that you cannot see, you cannot feel it. You can feel it. I told yesterday, P and B. Say like that, alternatively. P, B. You can see vocal cords vibrating for B. Understand? And there is an opening between this, that is called the glottis. Glottis, glottis. Opening. Vocal cords are two very small, very nice tissues. Some days what happens, teachers, when they teach you, see, some teachers take great strain now in teaching. So, oh, like that. I told you. So this kind of, then after whatever, they November, December, they develop teacher's throat. There is a condition called teacher's throat. That means when you use this, in a very rough use of this vocal cords, it will get, there will be nodules will develop there. Nodules, small nodules will develop, and then it will become hard. So the sound will be like this. Suppose your name is, suppose you want to say India. In normal condition, you can say India, very simple. But when we have got developed the teacher's throat, is India, yeah, contrary, like that. What is the answer to this condition? The answer is take rest, voice rest. There's no other way out. So you have to, either you have to use it in a very, what is called, polite way. See that? No need of shouting. What is the use of shouting in a class? What people say, that a teacher's voice should be hardly heard by the last bencher. Understand that? Otherwise, what will you do? You will be unnecessarily straining and you will get exhausted. When you want, someday when you will become teachers, you can remember what I am now telling you. Understand? That's the thing. So, you should speak in such a volume that hardly the last bencher should sit like this and then listen to you. Understand that? Yeah, not like sometimes what happens, some teachers shout like NCC officers in the class, reading out lessons. And just now I told you. Then what happens is that by November, December, they will develop this condition. Understand? Now take rest, that is the only way. So these are the vocal organs. Did you get it? Now why do you study these vocal organs? Because when you describe sounds, you will say, front vowels you will say, means front of the tongue. Middle vowels you will say, means middle of the tongue is moved. Back vowels you will say, means back of the tongue is moved. The body of the tongue, it has got mainly 4 parts, okay. First one is the apex, or you call it the tip, apex, A-P-E-X, apex, or you call it the apex or tip, apex, or you call tip of the tongue. The next part of the tongue is front of the tongue, front part. Third is middle, or another name is dorsum, D-O-R-S-U-M, dorsum. And fourth is the back of the tongue, back of the tongue. That is simple. What is that? Tip of the tongue, front of the tongue, middle of the tongue, back of the tongue. That's it. Because I told you now, the most dynamic organ in the production of speech, that is our tongue. That's why you call it, a language you call it the mother tongue, we say, mother tongue. Understand? Yeah. So, it's mother language, that's the meaning. So, tongue is very important. And next we have got what we call tongue above the tongue. There is a cavity here, space here. Everybody has the space, you can see now. The space there. There is the oral cavity. And then after the oral cavity, you have got a roof. Just as you have got the roof here. So you have got the roof here, roof of the room. So consider this is the room. Alright, it's a room. And then you have got the floor. Floor is your tongue. But this can move. Your room's floor you cannot move. And then you have got the cavity there. I am standing in the cavity of this room. See that above me there is roof. Below me there is the floor. So just this is the floor. And then you have got the space. After that, above that you have got the roof of the mouth, or you call the whole thing palate. P-A-L-A-T. This palate is divided into three parts. The first part here, just above the front of the tongue, you say alveolar ridge. See this one. Alveolar ridge. R-I-D-G. Middle of the tongue. Just above the middle of the tongue, you got hard palate. And above the back of the tongue, you got soft palate. You can yourself can with your finger or tip of the tongue, you can feel all this. See, roll your tip of the tongue from front to back. See that as much as possible. Don't break your tongue because you won't be able to speak now. So you can feel it. It shouldn't make any difference because I am not speaking about the Martians, or I am not speaking about the people from another planet. See, I am speaking about humans. You have this thing. You possess all this. Whatever I am pointing out here, you possess. Understand that? Yeah. So you can feel it. So the part of the roof of the mouth, which is just above the front of the tongue, is alveolar ridge. Because you use these terms for describing or labeling sounds. And the part of the roof of the mouth, which is above the middle, is the hard palate. The part of the tongue that is above the back of the tongue is soft palate, or velum, V-E-L-U-M. And it is like a shutter. You can raise it, you can lower it. So when you raise it, what happens is, you close this passage. Nasal passage is closed. When you lower it, then the nasal passage will be open. When you close it, nasal passage will be closed and the air will come through the mouth. That is oral escape of the air stream. You understand now? Oral escape. After the class is over, you will escape from here. Yes. So that is escape. So it will come out through this. They are oral sounds. If the sound comes through, then you will ask me, sir, what about oral nasal sound? There is nasalization, not oral nasal sound, but there are, for example, certain vowels you can see nasalization. Or it comes through your mouth, but some days you will see it is not tightly closed. Then a slight, what do you call it? A small amount of air can pass through the nose, and we can say no, 10 by 10, if it is 9 by 10 will pass through your mouth, and 1 by 10 will pass through your nose. That is called nasalization. Nasal drops here. So nasalizing sound. That you will see later, plenty of time is there. And then you have got the teeth. And here, this is the windpipe, and on the top of that you have got the vocal cords. The vocal cords are this. The place where the vocal cords are situated is your sound box. Or for men it is Adam's apple. And for some sounds, they vibrate. When they vibrate and produce the sound, you call them voiced sounds. Voiced. In the last class I told you, voiced sounds. And when they don't vibrate, you call them voiceless sounds. Voiceless means no vibration. No, that doesn't mean that there is no voice, but they do not vibrate. And be very careful when you are talking, when you have got a strike, student strike, you take all your might and say, "No, like this." Now that is dangerous, because that will hurt your vocal cords and your voice quality will change. It will be very rough, So keep your vocal cords. God has kept it in such a way that nobody, nothing, no possible external agents can attack it. So very closely, very safely kept, here. You can, if somebody can see it, you can save it like this. You can use your chin to protect it. Understand? So your collar you can use. See, if you are wearing a coat, then the tie, then the whole part will be, this part will be well protected, right? Understand that? And don't always show your sacred heart by unbuttoning. Understand that? If you unbutton, then what will happen? Your sacred heart will be shown, and that also is harmful sometimes. It can be harmful. Understand? So it has to be kept in an AC condition, and it is kept in the AC condition in the body. You understand that, what I said? So that much care you have to give. So don't use it, don't abuse it. See that? Like shouting slogans and then getting angry and shouting. It's not for shouting. Vocal cords are not for shouting. They are for speaking. See, speech organs. They are not shouting organs. Understand? Occasionally if you do, sometimes you lose your temper and you do say one or two words, that doesn't matter. But continuously if you are doing like this, you will do harm to that. And teachers especially, they will develop teacher's throat. They continue shouting like this. Understand? Okay. So that's all right. I think it's clear, these are speech organs. Is that clear to you? This is the sagittal section or the vertical section. If you cut like this, you will find this. We cannot cut and find. So probably some work might have been done to produce this. And because you can feel it, that's the thing. You can feel it, you can verify that. You have a nose, you can verify. Lips, you can verify. Teeth, you can verify. This part of this on which this is fixed, teeth fixed, that is alveolar ridge. That's what we call gum. And just behind that, feel your tip of the tongue, you will find it is hard. Further you go, if you can, then you will see it is soft, and that is soft palate. You can feel your tongue. Your tongue has tip or apex, then you have got the front of the tongue up to this, and then the center or the middle, I cannot pull it out and show you, but you can feel it, and back of the tongue, that also I cannot take it out and show you, it's not possible. So that is back of the tongue, right? This is the nasal cavity, this is your nose, then this is your teeth, this is your lower lip, this is your upper lip. You cannot call it by any other name. The lower part, low, that's all. And you have got the soft palate that can be raised or lowered. And when you come here, the windpipe, then you will find two small tissues there. Between them there is an opening. That opening is called glottis. These small, nice, the nicest tissues, you can say, in your body. They are very nice and very soft and very, what we must say, some music. Music is produced by the vibration, a controlled vibration of this. Sa, ri, ga, ma, etc. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, etc. How do you produce it? Adjusting your, that is like an harmonium. So that you are adjusting this. Then you get sounds like this. Understand? Is that clear to you? Yes? Is there any doubt regarding this? Now, why have I told you these names, etc.? I will tell you tomorrow. Today, this is enough. If one of you is a good, can draw very well, you can draw it in your notebook, or you can help others to draw it. It's very simple, if you put it like this. First start with this lips, see that? Then your teeth and your mouth, nose. This will be your hard palate, this will be your tongue, like that. That's all. This will be alveolar, this is hard palate, this is soft palate, and you get like this, see? Yeah, and you have got a, see, part of it, this is your windpipe, and it goes up like this. It's very simple, see, that's all. It's very simple, you can do it like that. Understand? Yes. Okay? Is that clear to you? These names are important because you have to use these names when you are labeling the vowels as well as the consonants. Understand? Did you get that idea? Okay, very good, fine. I think you have enjoyed this lesson because you are getting an hour. You become aware of your this 2-in-1, that is speech as well as for your eating. Both are very important. If you don't eat, you cannot survive. If you don't speak, you cannot communicate. So both are very important, and I hope that you will go home and stand in front of a mirror, open your mouth, and then you can see all this. See, when I close this mouth, the nasal sound, oral sound, oral sound. So you can practice this thing, okay? So all the best. See you tomorrow. Bye. Have a nice day. Enjoy.